am going to share a story. I want to talk about the certification that I earned nearly a year ago that I have never talked about. Yeah, it's really so amazing to think back that last fall I was taking more coaching courses through a program called the Social Selling Leadership School. And I never talked about it. I earned a certificate. I passed with flying colors, and I never shared it. And I know now really why. I'm going to talk about that. So, for those who do not know my background and story of becoming a rep with a direct sales company, basically I joined a direct sales company to hold myself accountable in breaking my nail biting habit. I tried the product of dry nail polish. It was something I could not ignore. And 7 days later, I signed up on January 1st, 2019. Throughout the years of being a stylist, I've learned so much about the industry, about myself, about different people that I was surrounded by, different mentalities, different cultures, just a lot of different things that I never knew about. It was very intriguing. I learned a lot of business skills. I learned a lot of not so great skills. I had to correct things that I was doing. But I will share with you that there was a pivotal point that I felt like I had to decide, do I stay in doing this kind of work? Because I really like the products. I like the experience of it. I like what it does for people. I love the community feel of like the customer base that I was building. I loved all those things, but I really needed to dig deep within me to figure out, is this really something I want to continue doing? Okay. I was really at that stage of like quit or shift and do it differently. So I came across this book called Pivot to Purpose. And those in the social selling industry, you might, my words almost, you might recognize this name of this person. So I started following her. I read this book. It literally, I felt like it was written for me. I was reading so much that, yes, I had fallen into. And I liked her philosophy. I loved everything about her authenticity. See, that word's not going to come out of my mouth, but you hear what I'm saying. She's just a very authentic person, teaches things really well and like it is. Okay. So as I was reading through this, making some shifts into my own business practices, I also was invited to coach with a coach at the time through Color Street, the direct sales company. And during a couple of sessions, really the seeds of myself becoming a life coach were planted and really started to flourish more because I was like, yes, I don't believe that I am intended to teach people how to put nail polish on or put makeup on or all those things, but I feel as if I am intended to teach people how to really dig within themselves and find confidence. So fast forward a little bit further, about a year maybe, I met a wonderful person who actually gifted me this book. And I read this book in one day. And again, I just felt it was everything I needed. And I really, really knew instantly that Lisa was the person for me to teach me. So I started with her program, Take Action Coaching Academy. And the beautiful thing about it was that not only was I learning how to coach others, but I was learning how to coach myself. And first and foremost, that is the most important thing. A coach must do this work themselves first. And that's where I know that there's so many misconceptions, so many different options out there. And that's why I do share with you exactly what I've gone through, because I know that people feel like you have to date someone in order for you to build that trust, right? It's true. So, going through the program with Lisa, well, guess what? This stuff came surfacing again. And while I'm doing the work with Lisa, I felt strongly still that I had a heart for those who were in the social selling. The people that were on my team, I wanted to serve them differently. I didn't want them to think that all I saw was a number behind them, because that's never the intention. Some people it is, not with me. So, this person, Kristen, offered the social selling leadership school. And I was like, well, there you go. And it was a great experience. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about that. So it started, I had it starting in the fall last year. And there were different things that I was taught, but I'm not going to lie. Every session that I got on with the group coaching, I kept going back to this person and what she has taught me. And I kept thinking, oh, thank you. Thank you for already having done this work. And thank you for already getting me through a lot of stuff that I could see on the screen that these people, and some of them I had wonderful conversations with outside of our pod groups, but I could see that these people needed something deeper. Through the social selling leadership school, we were learning how to help our teammates transform their thoughts about their social selling. Like, it wasn't going deeper. And so perhaps that's why I haven't talked about this. I literally have not talked about this certificate that I earned. I mean, it was last fall. The date says here January 8th, 2024. That's because I had to take a certification exam. And then by the time these were signed and mailed, it was early 2024. But because I did this, I more and more and more appreciate this. And I have to tell you, I've noticed that Kristen Boss now, she's upside down, that she is now making that shift. She is seeing the whole picture of holistically healing the person and helping them through questions and plans of how can this person change their thoughts, their life, their relationships that they have. And I have to say again, now I'm like, thank you, Kristen, for getting there, because she has coached so many people in the social selling industry, but there was a big piece missing. Huge piece missing. And now she's seeing it, and now she's seeing that her purpose has to pivot and has to go somewhere different. So yeah, I haven't talked about this because I knew that my purpose here in life is not to sell something that makes you feel pretty, makes you, like this. I love it. It's great, but it's a recommendation. But instead, I want to teach people how to dig deep into the shit that they've gone through and figure out how we have carried it throughout our lives and how we have made it burden us. We have the power of our own thoughts. Our thoughts continue to pile on top of each other. And I've said this, and I know that maybe somebody out there is probably going to disagree, and that's fine. You can disagree with it. But I do believe that we create our own mental health situations that we're in. We create our own chaotic lives that we live in. And some people are sitting there thinking, how the heck do I get out of this? How do I get out of this feeling like I'm drowning every freaking day? Hi, my name is Leah Harper. I am a life coach and a self-care advocate, and I am here to help you. Choice is yours, my friend. Choice is yours. Every day. Every day. This is what I fall back on, because what I have learned through Lisa's coaching has far expanded my thoughts. It has brought me back to understanding my higher power, who I wholeheartedly believe is my best friend, and that's Jesus. And again, there's just so many misconceptions out there. I hope that you will listen to what is trying to speak within you. Healing holistically. That's really where it is. Okay, I'm going to stop talking now and click this thing off, and I'm around if you want to talk. And I sure hope that you do.